As fans continue to mourn the loss of pro wrestling icon Hulk Hogan, the investigation into his death has taken a surprising turn. Let's talk about what's going on with the Hulk Hogan case, because this story has taken a sharp turn in the last 24 hours. When the news first broke on July 24th that the Hulkster had passed away at his home in Clearwater, Florida, it was a shock. The initial report seemed straightforward enough. The medical examiner came out and gave an official cause of death, a heart attack. They also noted some underlying conditions, including leukemia and atrial fibrillation. Now, it was a sad day for wrestling fans everywhere, but on the surface, it seemed like a tragic but understandable medical event for the 72-year-old legend. But that's not where the story ends. In fact, it's only where it begins. Because almost immediately, the people closest to him started asking questions, and the official narrative started to get complicated. The police have been unusually quiet, only saying that the unique nature of this case requires a much deeper investigation. They're interviewing a lot of people and pulling a ton of medical records. And they've sealed the 911 audio and the body cam footage from the scene, which has only added more fuel to the fire. Things have escalated from a sad but simple story into a full-blown mystery, with family members and close family publicly disagreeing on the facts and even throwing out allegations of foul play. So what's really going on here? We have to look at what's being said, who is saying it, and what's actually been confirmed. The two loudest voices in all of this have been his daughter, Brooke Hogan, and his old friend, Bubba the Love Sponge. And they're not holding back. Brooke was the first to really raise a red flag in public. About a week after Hogan's private funeral, she went on the air with Bubba and pointed out something that seemed strange to her. She said, "It's weird that no autopsy was performed. What was the reason for the heart attack is the question." That one comment kicked off a whole wave of speculation. She followed that up by posting online that multiple professionals had told her she needed to get her hands on the 911 calls and the police body cam footage, suggesting that what's on those tapes would change the entire public understanding of what happened. The problem is, she can't get them because the police are holding everything back until their investigation is over. She's also been pretty open about some family drama and issues with the estate, making it clear that she's not in control of decisions about her father's remains or his records. While Brooke was raising questions about the process, Bubba the Love Sponge took it to a whole other level. On his show and across his social media, he's been making a very serious claim. In promos for his show, the captions read, "Bubba feels Hulk was murdered, in his opinion, based on information he's gathered." He's been careful to frame it as his opinion, but he's not mincing words. In clips that have been picked up by international outlets, he's quoted as saying flatly, "Someone killed Hulk Hogan." Now, to be clear, Bubba hasn't named a suspect, and he's presenting this as his own theory, not as a finding from the police. But when a guy who was once one of Hogan's closest friends starts using the word murder, people are going to pay attention. His claims have spread like wildfire online, and he's been pushing hard for an independent autopsy. Now, for a couple of weeks, that's where things have stood. A grieving daughter with questions, a former friend making explosive allegations, and an official police investigation that is staying completely silent. It was a lot of smoke, but no real fire. Until today. Just today, a major piece of this puzzle has dropped, and it's a potential bombshell. A report from Page 6 claims that an occupational therapist told the police that during a recent surgery, a surgeon may have severed or damaged Hogan's phrenic nerve. This is a critical nerve that controls your diaphragm, the muscle you need to breathe. An injury like that can seriously impair your ability to breathe, and the allegation here is that the surgical error could have been a major factor leading to the heart attack. This introduces a whole new angle to the story, alleged medical malpractice. And just as that news was breaking, Hogan's widow, Sky Daly, gave a statement to TMZ that confirmed part of it. She said that Hogan's phrenic nerve was indeed compromised during a recent surgery, and this is the first official confirmation from a family member that this nerve injury actually happened. But she also dropped another piece of the information that directly contradicts what Brooke Hogan said weeks ago. Sky Daly confirmed that an autopsy had been performed. She declined to share the results, but her statement changes a key part of the timeline. Brooke's initial concern was that no autopsy was done, but Hogan's widow now says that one was. So let's break down what we actually know versus what's still just an allegation. Here's what's confirmed. The medical examiner's official cause of death is a heart attack with leukemia and AFib as contributing factors. The Clearwater police have an active ongoing investigation, and because of that, all the official records like the 911 call and body cam footage are sealed from the public. And now, Hogan's widow has confirmed two key things. The phrenic nerve was compromised in a surgery, and an autopsy was actually performed. Here's what's alleged or disputed. The big one is the medical malpractice angle, the claim from a therapist that the nerve damage was a direct cause of the crisis that led to his death. Then you have Brooke Hogan's concerns that the sealed recordings could change the whole story. And of course you have Bubba the Love Sponge's repeated opinion that Hogan was murdered. Now it's absolutely crucial to remember that as of right now, law enforcement has not made any official finding of foul play or medical malpractice. Now, this story is evolving day by day, but the central mystery remains. The official cause of death says one thing, but the circumstances and the claims from those closest to him suggest a much more complex situation. Was this a tragic medical event? A case of medical negligence, or something else entirely? The police are still digging for answers, and until they release their findings and those sealed recordings, the questions will only continue to grow. This is a story we'll be following closely. What do you guys think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and we'll keep you updated as soon as more information comes out.